Dr. Jacinth Joyce, and welcome back to Mindful Mondays, where we are your inspiration for your daily motivation. We have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow. Brave Space poem by Mickey Scott Bay Jones. Now, if you've been in any one of my training sessions, we've unpacked the powerful nuances in language and truth and perspective of the Brave Space poem. Now that line we're going to lean into for today as well as for the month of December. We have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow. Now, if you've been in teaching longer than 2 weeks, you've heard the phrase growth over mastery. But sometimes we forget that growth is a process, and oh, painful. And how painful is a growth process? Let me give you an example. And so I recently started working out again, and it is extremely painful. Right now, my muscles are sore and my body's in pain. But pain is also an indication of growth, that somehow my muscles are now waking up, or the muscles that I haven't used in a while are now reactivated, right? And so the pain is an indication that there's growth, but you cannot always see the growth. When I look in a mirror, and I just started maybe 2 weeks ago of lifting weights and running and squatting, I can't see my muscles on the surface, but the pain is an indication that there's some growth. And so sometimes, if you're anything like me, you want to rush to the mastery. You want to bypass the growth because the pressure is on for teachers. But for the month of December, we're going to reflect, we're going to reset, and we're going to lean into this idea of growth. We have the right to start somewhere and continue to grow. And so, where's the pain for you as the teacher in the classroom? They'll lean into teaching, and for students, there's pain, right? So just as my muscles are aching, and if I miss a couple days and I try to restart, all the pain worsens. And so you've got to push through that pain. They got to push through the discomfort. So what is painful for you right now? What is discomforting right now? What is frustrating right now? Is it building relationships with those parents? Or is it building relationships with the many students that you have? Is it figuring out the lessons or how to unpack a lesson so that each student gets the best of you and that they have access to learning? Is it painful in understanding a new administration or new standards or new ways of doing things? Is it painful waking up early and adjusting to the demanding schedule after having been off for the summer? Where is your pain point? Where is tense and frustration for you? But then also on the student side, are they sharing complaints and frustrations of the new theme or the topic that they're learning? Or do they get frustrated when they thought they were going to do well in a quiz or do now or in a particular assignment and they did not do so well? Are they complaining about the topic that they learned last year, but you see that there was some learning loss over the summer? Where's their pain points? Because on both ends, there's growth. And on both ends, it's extremely frustrating when you're just waking up or resetting or re-engaging a new muscle that you haven't used in a long time, or a muscle that you haven't been forced to use ever. And so today, I just want you to be reminded that we are leaning into growth over mastery. And all the pain of growth, but all the power of becoming and starting somewhere and continuing to grow. This is Dr. Jacinth Joyce. Again, welcome back to Mindful Mondays. And remember, for the month of December, we're leaning into growth over mastery. We're leaning into becoming over perfection. And until next time, stay strong, start somewhere, and continue to grow. You are the answer.